Welcome back, beautiful yogis. I hope that you have all been well and looking after your bodies as always. So today, yet again, I'm going to try and intertwine some functional movement into this class for you. I think it's been really beneficial to start to fuse these two practices together to create one. But as always, we prepare by taking a comfortable seat and closing down our eyes. And once you've landed heavy in that seat, either kneeling, cross-legged, sitting up on a pillow, whatever's best, start to place your hands on your lowest belly. Allow your shoulders to soften, jaw to soften, eyelids really heavy. And as you're breathing, breathe into your hands. Feel the hands move away from the spine as you inhale and expand. And as you breathe out, feel the belly contract, belly button moves back towards the spine. And continue this breath, again, into the depths of your belly. It's really important in life in general that we breathe into the bottom of our lungs in comparison to our chest. Continue this breath. And when we breathe into the bottom of the lungs, we have the best conversion of oxygen into the bloodstream. That's what we're looking for. This is called belly breathing. So I'm going to invite you to take 5 more belly breaths. Start to flood the body with oxygen. And every time you have that moment during class, you have that reminder, just check in to see if you're breathing into your chest, your accessory muscles, or if you're breathing into the bottom of the lungs where the blood pools and the conversion rate is best. There might be 1 to 2 more breaths left. Again, I really encourage you to take them long and draw them in deep. Together, we'll take one last exhale, pushing the belly button to the spine, getting rid of the stale air that no longer serves you. You're more than welcome to keep your eyes closed. But once you are ready, really gently, and start to turn off to your right, bringing your left hand to your right knee. It doesn't matter if you're kneeling or if you're cross-legged. Start to draw up through the spine. We certainly don't want to be rounding over through the spine and trying to twist. Whenever we do something in the spine, we do one thing at a time. So find a really gentle thoracic rotation. Straight away you'll know if you've twisted too far because the breath will be compromised. So as you sit in this stillness, notice, are you breathing fluid, free? Or are you restricted? If you are, alter your twist for this last breath in. And out, move towards center. Take an inhale, spine straight. And exhale, twisting now to the left. Gaze, of course, can be over this left shoulder. Maybe your eyes are closed. But no matter where you are, just ensure you're not forcing this twist. You're allowing it to happen through the thoracic spine. Just a couple more breaths here, still breathing into the belly. Starting really slow today, but we're doing so on purpose. Just one more big breath in. Really long, slow breath out. Slowly come back towards center. Right hand to the earth. Breathe that left hand up and over. And we'll stay for just 2 breaths. Really ground down through the left sitting bone. Reach up through the left fingertips. And find this gentle opening through the lateral side of the body. And keep drawing up with the hand. We want to be energetic here. Breathe in to rise. And breathe out. Left hand grounds. Right arm reaches up and over. We don't want to crank into the side body and just bend through here. We want to find this lift up and over. If you'd like to pretend there's a big wine barrel here, think up and over it in comparison to just laying upon it. And I know we have a mama to be joining us, so that's non-alcoholic wine for you. One more breath out. Breathe in to rise. Breathe out, soften the shoulders. And then once you feel as if you are ready, slowly bring yourself up to standing. See if you can get up without using your hands. Just take a moment at the top of your mat. We're going to take a few spinal rolls. If this feels strange to you, amazing. Let's work through that together. When you're ready, pretend like there's a wall in front of you. Touch that wall with your nose. Touch it with your chin. Touch it with your chest. Touch it with your hip points, your knees. Nose, chin, chest, hips, knees. Nose, chin, chest, hips, knees. 2 more times like this. Trying to find a little bit of fluidity. And then come back to standing. Let's go the other way. Knees, hips, chest, chin, nose. Knees, hips, chest, chin, nose. 2, try and make it a little more fluid. Forget what you look like. I'm right here with you, except I'm on camera and it's going to be here forever. Ground down through your feet, yogis. Rise up through your hands, Urdhva Hastasana. Keep your tailbone tucked. Uttanasana, forward fold as you breathe out. Bend your knees. Rest your belly on your thighs. Clasp either elbow, fall in ragdoll. And just check out whether your cervical spine is resisting gravity's pull towards the earth. Let go of any energy through the head and the neck. And just allow the upper half of the body to dangle effortlessly. That breath, you should know if you're breathing into your belly here because it will balloon against your thighs. And then as you exhale, you'll notice you'll soften into that space. 1 more like that. Slowly roll up. Take a deep breath into the belly as you rise so you don't become dizzy. Roll the shoulders back and down. Ground down through your right foot, spread your toes, lift your left knee and hands to the sky. Stork pose. 2 breath hold here, in and out of the belly. Hip flexor lifting the left knee, spine really straight. 1 more breath in. Tree pose as you breathe out, moving the sole of your left foot to your inner upper thigh. If your leg can't reach that high, feel free to place it on your inner calf. Just ensure we're not jamming any pressure into the knee area. Hands at heart center, crown of head lifting, right glute squeezing. There should be a gentle engagement through the core here, but again, that fluidity remains in the breath. Find that posture by drawing your shoulders back and then shoulder blades forward a little. Just start to notice the warmth that's being created in the right foot. If tree pose is something that feels super familiar, close down your eyes and just observe that shift in concentration as the eyelids fall closed. We'll take just 1 more breath on this side. And as you breathe out, bring that left foot to the earth, spread the toes, right knee will rise, hands will rise as you breathe in. Lift the knee higher. I'm going to ask you guys that you draw the knee in towards your chest. See if you can keep it there. when you take your hands away. That's the height that you should be at. But don't compromise by leaning backwards or forwards. Find that straight spine. One more big breath in. Move slow as you transition into tree pose. Breathe out. Left glute squeezing, tailbone tucked, belly on. Again, breath in and out of the belly. Start to become really present. Take all of that attention into your left foot. Feel it dance with the earth. Think about imprinting your left foot down into the ground as you rise up through the crown of your head, just like a tree. The roots grow deep. The leaves and branches grow tall. Last breath out. Breathe into the belly. And ground your right foot down. Alright, we're going to start to move into our flow now that we've turned on all of the ankle muscles, the knee and the hip. If balance is a little challenging today, breathe. Always come back to your breath. Spread your right toes, guys. Lift that left knee, inhale. Straight away into Dekasana as you breathe out. Keep the left foot, the left leg on. Chest forward, shoulder blades squeezing. Take your left hand to your hips and check that they're in line with one another. We're going to stay here for one more breath, in and out of the belly. Whole breath out. Start to drop your left foot towards the earth, crescent lunge as you breathe in. Take a nice big bend in your left knee, tuck your tailbone down and under. Start to feel this sensation grow in the left front hip. We're looking for sensation in the psoas, which is really important in the modern day body. So the more that you can knead your hip points and your lower ribs together, lift high through the arms, the better. Belly on again, but keep that breath moving in and out. We'll take one more big breath in. Lower the knee down to the earth. Interlace your hands and place them on your knee as you breathe out. Good. As you inhale, drop your hips down and forward. Lift your chest up. Now we're getting the superficial hip flexors, the hip flexors that are closer to the skin. So when we're up on the back knee, we're looking to get into the deeper hip flexors. Now we're getting the ones nice and close to the skin. So we've got this all-round opening through the lower half of the body. Take your last breath in. Keep your chest really proud. As you breathe out, half Hanuman. Shift the hips down and back. Peel right toes up, chest forward. What we're looking to do is energetically take the sitting bones back as we draw that chest forward, these two opposite forces. It's such a beautiful thing to learn about our bodies, so really try on all of these alignment cues as best as you can. They're there to teach us where sensations can move and be felt. And take that last breath out, feel those right hamstrings. As you breathe in, drop the hips down and forward, chest up, feel left hip flexors. Breathe out, slowly transition back, half Hanuman, chest forward, sitting bones backwards. One more time to floss through. Breathe in, hips down, chest up. Breathe out, sitting bones back, chest forward. Big movement here, stork pose, tuck the back toes. Lift that left knee up to rise. Foot to floor, samasthita here as you breathe out. Without thinking about it, ground down that left foot, lift the right knee up. Dekasana, start to tip at the hips, keep right leg on, gaze still. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, start to focus on your drishti, your gaze. When we start to cultivate this single point of focus, that really starts to land in the mind as well. The eyes darting around is inviting distraction. Can you become still? Last exhale. Start to drop your right big toe down with grace. Crescent lunge as you breathe in. Knowing we're looking for those deeper hip flexors, can you start to zone into the body? Feel as you tuck the tailbone down and under. Need, again, ribs, hip points together, hands high. Right glute squeezing, that'll amplify the sensation. One more big breath in. Slowly lower down. As you breathe out, untuck the toes. Inhale, hips down and forward, chest up. Now we're not looking for an ultimate back bend here. We don't want to dump any pressure into our lumbar spine. That's why it's really nice to keep those hands on the leg. We want to ensure there's still this level of activity as we find length through right hip flexors. Take your last breath in. Half Hanuman, start to shift, feel the sensation evolve. Chest forward, sitting bones back. As we move through this flow, and I offer you these alignment cues, it's to encourage you to be really involved in the movement, to be mindful about what you're doing. We move mindfully, not mindlessly. So take your last breath out here, fold a touch more. As you breathe in, those hamstrings will release sensation, drop the hips down and forward. Feel that sensation now build in the hip flexors. Start to transition back. Peel left toes up, chest proud and forward. One more time, open the chest, drop the hips, right hip flexor. Whole exhale to transition into that half Hanuman. Really good. Transfer the weight, tuck the back toes. Here's that functional movement. Stork pose as you breathe in. Plant the foot, hands to heart center as you breathe out. Now we float, an opportunity to marry breath and movement. Take your time. Be involved with your body. Spread your right toes, breathe out. Left knee rises, hands rise as you breathe in, belly on, breath still moving in and out of that space. Dekasana, aeroplane pose, move slower than you want to, left leg stays on. Drop the back toes with grace. Hands rise, tailbone tucks, breathe in, Anjayanasana. Drop the back knee, hands on your knee as you breathe out. Hips down and forward, open the chest, breathe in, stay involved. Half Hanuman, chest forward, peel the right toes up. Floss this through 2 more times. Breathe in, hips low, chest proud. Breathe out, sensation evolves. Last time, move to your breath. That's the rhythm of this dance. That big movement. Tuck the toes, transfer the weight. Big lift, breathe in, find that buoyancy. Foot to floor, hands to heart. Exhale, straight away, ground the left to lift the right. Big breath in. Dekasana, belly on, but it's not restricting the breath. Drop that big toe, land with grace. Tuck the tailbone, breathe in. Gently drop the knee, hands to knee, breathe out. Down and forward, chest up, breathe in, think expand. Take the hips down and back, peel the toes, exhale. 2 more times, yogis, all on your own. We call this flossing the movement. As slowly as you can, move to that breath. Last breath in, again, expand through the chest. Exhale, those left hamstrings speak. Big movement through stalk. Lift up, guys. Breathe in. Oop. And drop the foot. Samastitihi. One more time. Left knee. Let it rise. Breathe in the buoyancy. Dekasana. Gaze will move, but really slow. Drop the back toe. Tuck that tailbone as soon as you can, guys. Feel psoas. Back knee to the earth, hands interlace on the front. Hips down and forward. Oh, feel those hip flexors. Down and back. We're really aiming for those muscle groups that tend to become really tight, again, in that modern day body. 2 more times through, guys. Last breath in to expand. Send some love to those left hip flexors. Right hamstrings turn. Can you stay involved? Not getting caught up in the distractions. Tuck the toes. Push down to lift up. Breathe in. Hand to heart, foot to floor. Last side, make it count, yogis. Right knee rises higher than before. Dekasana. Gaze steady, body steady. Big toe drops. Hands rise. Squeeze your right glute. Drop to the floor, really gentle. Chest up, hips down, breathe in. Half Hanuman, breathe out. Shift the hips back. 2 more times, guys. Move to the breath. When the breath remains our focus, this movement becomes a moving meditation. Last big breath in. Fold into an empty belly. Last big movement through stalk. Hands to heart, foot to floor as you exhale. You can take a step back into the middle of your mat and just start to notice as you stand in stillness the energy that's moving through the lower half of the body. The muscles have been pulled to length, they've been strengthened. It doesn't matter what you believe in, energetics or not, there's going to be sensation there. Can you be involved? Can you be mindful? Last breath out here. Slowly sit down as you breathe out in the center of your mat. We're going to come into Sukhasana for the outer hips. So place left shin parallel to the front edge of your mat and cross your right ankle over your left knee. So you've got this box-like shape. There should be a really big space between the back of your left calf and your belly. We're not in a cross-legged position here. As you breathe in, lift up through the chest. And as you breathe out, if you feel the need, you can fold. If this variation does not work for you, you can straighten through your left leg, stack your right knee on top of your left, and fold into half shoelace. Now, yogis, you choose what's going to work best for you. Sukhasana or half shoelace. If you're pretty deep into your practice and placing your ankle out in front is not enough, you can stack it on top. But guys, don't be too concerned with what variation you've taken. As long as you've got that sensation in your outer hips, amazing. Once you've found that spot, focus on your breath once again. If you feel a little busy in the mind, maybe you place your hands on your belly. Start to feel the breath move in and out of this space. We're going to take just one more breath on this side. Slowly begin to swap over. Left shin now on the earth. Left ankle placed either in front or on top of the knee, or if you're in the half shoelace variation, set up as you need. Your right leg will now be on the earth, left knee stacked on top of the right. Today, throughout our flow, we created a heap of space in the lower half of the body. We created a lot of length at end range, strength at end range, sorry. So as you sit in this position, allow that breath to be fluid, stay present surrounding it. We're here for 2 more rounds. Hands to your belly if you need to be a little bit more involved with that breath. Really good. Slowly, if you've folded into that shape, I invite you to sit back up, find that straight spine. Let both legs run out long. Lay down on your mat. And then if you please, find Supta Baddha Konasana, bringing the soles of your feet together, your knees out wide. Lift your chest up just enough to tuck your shoulder blades towards one another. We now create length for your inner thighs. Can you send appreciation to this part of your body? Once your mind wanders, the breath brings it back. Yogis, start to straighten through your legs. Find Shavasana, our final resting pose. Eyes closed, jaw softens. Belly rises and it falls. Begin to bring life back into your body with your breath. Roll to your favorite side if you are ready, or stay in Shavasana as long as you need. Allow my voice to merely play in the background. When you're ready, find a seat. Land. Hands in Anjali Mudra. Bow your head to your hands. We honor the practice. We honor each other. We honor ourselves. Namaste. Thank you, yogis. Keep sending that feedback. We love hearing from you, and to our new students, welcome.